Now what we will do is we are going to practice the same reaction with the help of example. Okay, instead of RNH2 I write CH3NH2. Okay, so to this I am going to add plus CH3X. Okay, so what will happen, this H and X will come out minus HX. Okay, I'll be getting CH3 twice NH. Yes, there is lone pair of electron. Now students, to this what are we adding? We are adding one more alkyl halide. This X and H will come out minus HX. So I will be getting tertiary alkyl. Okay, I'll be getting tertiary amine, I will be getting, not alkyl, tertiary alkyl amine I will be getting. Okay, now next again we are adding one more this X. So I will be getting here CH3 N CH3 CH3. Okay, this is CH3, and because this lone pair has been donated to methyl, positive charge comes on the ammonia, and here we have X minus. So we got quaternary ammonium salt. Students, this reaction is also known as exhaustive alkylation reaction. Exhaustive alkylation reaction means till the time all the hydrogen and in fact the lone pair is also donated, exhausted, okay, the reaction will continue. The substitution of the hydrogen by the alkyl will continue. Now students, we have the second reaction, that is Hofmann elimination reaction. Okay, now it says that when tetra alkyl ammonium halide is heated with the moist Ag2O, it gives quaternary ammonium hydroxide, which on heating undergoes beta elimination to give the least substituted alkene. Let us understand this particular statement with the help of a chemical equation. Alright, now when tetra alkyl ammonium, so first of all let us draw the tetra alkyl ammonium chloride. Tetra means 4. Fine, so it means around the nitrogen we are having 4 alkyl groups. Okay, now I draw here CH2 CH3 CH2 CH3 CH2 CH3. Okay, yes, we can say it is N dash N dash N, because I write here 1, 2, 3. So this is CH2, CH2 and CH3. So here we are having only one propyl group and we are having 3 ethyl groups. So I will write N, N, N. Okay, tri ethyl, because E comes first alphabetically order, triethyl, and propyl I will write, and then I am going to write ammonium, yes, iodide. Okay, because it is a quaternary ammonium salt, so I wrote iodide. So we are done with this. Okay, when tetra alkyl ammonium halide is heated with moist, it is heated with moist Ag2O. Now students, you can write moist Ag2O. if you want to write, you can write this, or you can write AgOH also. Okay, now after this what are we getting is given that it gives a quaternary ammonium hydroxide. So it means everything will remain same. Instead of I will write OH minus. Okay, and what is going to happen, this AgI will come out. Okay, so I am writing, just copying the entire structure like this, N, fine. Now I am writing CH2, okay, CH3 thrice. Here we have plus charge, and here we are having CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay, now so after this I am writing here it is OH minus. So according to the statement which I have written, we have reached till quaternary, see I have written here, we have reached till quaternary ammonium hydroxide. Now, so this is also over. Now we are going to study which on heating will give beta elimination, will undergo beta elimination. So what are we going to do? We are going to heat this, and after you are heating this, what happens? There is beta elimination. Now let us understand what is this beta elimination. And yes, when there is beta elimination, we get the least substituted alkene. Okay, so let us study this. What is this least substituted alkene and what is this beta elimination? Okay, now beta elimination, first of all we should know what is beta carbon atom, isn't it? Now nitrogen is attached to a carbon atom that is known as alpha carbon atom. Fine. So here also this carbon is going to be alpha carbon atom. So I will have to draw this structure nicely, that we are having CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3, okay, CH2, CH3, and yes, I have your C, 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 H2, CH2, CH3. So this is alpha carbon atom, alpha carbon atom, alpha carbon atom, and alpha carbon atom. Now where is the beta carbon atom? This one is beta carbon atom. Yes, you have guessed correctly. This is the beta carbon atom, this is the beta carbon atom, and this is the beta carbon atom. So our focus has to be at the beta carbon atom. Yes, at the beta hydrogen atom. What is going to happen is, when you are heating it, there will be elimination of beta hydrogen atom. But beta hydrogen atom will be eliminated in such a way so as to give the least substituted alkene. So let us understand what is going to happen if this beta H goes away. If beta H goes away from here, we will be getting ethene. If beta H will go from here, it is ethene. From here, it is ethene. Okay, if from here it is ethene. But if it is eliminated from this side, it is going to give us propene. Okay, so this will give us propene. This will give us ethene. This will also give ethene. This will also give ethene. So students, according to the rule, we are going to get the least substituted alkene. So I can either go for 1, 2 or 3. Yes, so it means I am going to get the final product as follows. I will be getting, suppose I take example of this. Okay, from here it is getting eliminated. So I'll write CH2. Okay, one H will go and that bond will shift in the middle. CH2 double bond CH2. Okay, now I'm just copying the entire structure. I'll just copy this full structure. Okay, so CH3, CH2, CH2, N, and yes, electrons will move back to nitrogen. We'll be getting lone pair over here, and here we will be getting CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3. Yes, so we are having here tertiary what? We are having the tertiary alkyl. Okay, tertiary alkyl amine we are having. Yes, so this is the least substituted alkene, that is ethene. And what will be the name of this? The name is going to be, see, there are 3 alkyl groups. Okay, there are 3 alkyl groups. So I am going to write here, what should I write here? NN. Okay, at this carbon atom, so I will write N dash N. Okay, then diethyl, fine, then propyl amine.